Yeah, that's going to be perfect for a week now. Really glad to see that some of the grass has already grown up to seed out. So good time to move them in here now. Alright guys, welcome back here at another episode in Seaside Alpacas. We're back at the females today, the pregnant females, Connie, Makana and Sophie, with their daughters from 2 years ago. We have to move them now into another field. It's not going to be the final field where they then are supposed to give birth. We have to make one field in between because this field needs to be grazed as well regularly. So we have to fit it in now before it gets too late. They are due in about 5 weeks now. So they can still stay for another week then in the new field. Because it's such a nice and beautiful day and actually pretty warm, and obviously they haven't been shorn yet, I do want to take the chance here now when we move them into this field, because the beach is very close, to bring them down to the beach as well. And hopefully they'll even go into the water then. That would help to cool them down, and I also want them to get used to it. So we try this first. Let's see if we can get them down to the beach and into the water. And yeah, and then we bring them into the new field. So come along, let's see how it goes. Super job. It's just their second time down here now. We're trying to get them used to the water, you know, so that they go in once in a while, because it's very beneficial for their... Yes. And this is the females, obviously. Our males are all used to the water and everything. We walk them down there. But they are very curious animals.
Down now, are you? Into this one?
No. They will stay in here now for a couple of minutes. I just want to get them used to, because we are moving them into another field. That's why I'm taking the chance now to just bring them down here for a few minutes, you know. So they'll be here now for a few minutes, and hopefully we get them down to the beach and into the water, you know, just to... They are, yeah. They're...
What a beautiful day for them to be in the water.
Exactly. That's the other thing, because, you know, it was so cold last week. We have to watch the weather now, but if the weather is like this and they're not shorn, you know, they do feel the heat.
Yeah.
So the water is good for them.
Used to a colder climate, are they?
Yeah, they definitely. I'd say 10-15 degrees is their comfort zone. But when it gets warm, they need to be shorn. You know, they really need to be shorn. Like everything else would be torture.
Where does the wool go? Is there a market for it?
We send it to a mill and get the spun yarn back, and then my wife makes knitwear out of it. And part of it she processes even by hand.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that's what we do.
Beautiful.
It really is, yeah.
It's getting many people for the tourists coming to do the wool.
Yeah, it's starting to pick up now. Yeah, we have tours. We have one tour today. We had a good weekend now.
Yeah, it was a nice weekend, of course. So,
Yeah.
That's
It's
lovely.
great.
I see them often when I'm kayaking along. I see them.
Ah, cool. Oh, you see them from down here, up there. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I remember was it 2 years ago when we had the basking sharks here, so
Yeah,
plentiful.
That was 2 years, I remember that.
Yeah, that was nice. I was out with the kayak then.
You were? Yeah. Nice magnificent.
It is. some of you might notice that they are tasting the seawater. I don't think they are drinking it. I never really saw them swallowing water. You know, the males do the same when we walk them down here to the beach with the tours that we do. It's very good for their mineral intake. And Anastasia says their fleece gets better too when they eat seaweed. Okay, super. So now it's time to bring them up into the new field. So I will walk down to the beach now and open the gate, and then they will probably run much faster than me, so they will arrive before me. So you guys make sure that they don't run further down to the pub in Union Hall, okay? It's rather the other way round. I got ahead of them from the beginning. And now they are very hesitant to come up, I don't know. Come, 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 come. Good. Good, good. Good, good. Super. This here is Foxglove, you call it, I think, in English. Digitalis. Really beautiful plant, flowers, has these nice kind of pink-purple flowers. It's poisonous, it's highly poisonous for all animals. For us too, I wouldn't eat it. Some people are very paranoid about it, you know, keeping it in the field with the animals. We never had an issue with it. They don't eat it. If you just break a bit of it and put it on your tongue, you're not supposed to do that, okay? I'm just saying. But you would taste immediately that you don't want to eat it. It's the same with the animals. So, you know, sometimes people get a bit paranoid about stuff that's growing on their fields. But in general, I would say you can trust the animals. What you have to make sure is that there is enough grazing. Because if there's not enough grazing and they're out of grass and they are really hungry, then they might start eating this. This is another good example. I'm diving into that a bit now, okay? I don't know, will we leave it in this video? Or are you interested in it? I don't know. You can let me know in the comments if you're interested in this stuff. But so this is called bracken in English. And it is also poisonous. Not like in a acute way, but it accumulates over you know, if they eat it over a certain period. And especially with horses in the summer, when they're out of grass, they tend to eat this because it is very juicy, you know. It's in a way, in that way, it's tasty for them. If they eat that over a couple of weeks, the poison accumulates, and they do show signs of poisoning. And on the other side now, and this is another interesting fact about this, in some countries this plant is used as food. You can eat, or what they eat. I don't say you can eat, okay? You have to do your own research. But in some countries, like this one here, they eat the fresh sprouts, just like asparagus. You have to cook it in water, and you have to prepare it right, okay? If anyone wants to get into it, do your own research. But I'm just saying it is served as food in some countries. But you have to prepare it right so that the poisonous elements kind of get destroyed in the process. And also in some cultures, the roots of this the mycelium. It's almost like a mycelium underneath the ground. Finger thick roots, soft, similar to this here, but black outside and white inside, and it contains a lot of starch. And some cultures, like for example the Maori in New Zealand, some North American cultures as well, they use that also to make like flour out of it. They dry it, they grind it, but again you have to use the right process to get the poisonous elements of it out. Yeah. I'm super happy with this. It might be a bit warm here for them for the next 2 days, but then after that the wind is supposed to turn to the east again. So then they will be nice and sheltered in here. This wind will be again very cold, but they will be nice and sheltered in here from this wind. And I also think we have great timing, because I remember when my wife was pregnant, one recommendation from the doctors was, getting close to birth, to the due date, you should actually do walking, especially like uphill, not like in an exhausting way, but like it's a good exercise for the body and the muscles that are needed for birth. So I'm just hoping that it helps these guys too now, you know, to be a week on steep ground before they go into their new field where they are supposed to give birth then. Let's see. So, yeah. Now we have to find the males. They have a rather big area now where they can roam at the moment. Oh, I see him! I was afraid they would be there. They are in the field that is freshly reseeded, you know. And I knew that they could get in there, but the trouble was we had them in a different field in the winter pasture, but the cattle from the neighbor's field broke in, and after that had happened, I couldn't bring them back, because like I had to chase the cattle back myself, you know. The neighbor didn't even, like, he didn't show up the same day, so I had to do it myself. But then after that I didn't trust it, and I didn't want to bring him back in, but I didn't have time to fence the other field off, you know, so that's the downside. But I think it's okay. They shouldn't graze the very fresh stuff, you see. So we'll go up here now. Oh no, we need 4x4 here. Here with the Kawasaki up the hill. In the winter I can only go here downhill and then back up on the road. But it's dried up now. Come. for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment what you think about putting some content in with, you know, about plants and plants to eat here and there, I don't know. Or anything else, you know, whatever you enjoy most, let us know in the comment. We can try to put in some more of this content then. But yeah, for today, that's it. The story with the females will go on. We will stick to them with the whole process until birth and after. For now, we're starting a tour now in half an hour. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did so, maybe hit the like button down below. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet to follow us along. And yeah, I hope you have a nice week as well. Enjoy your week. Have a good one. Until then, bye bye.